Hi, I'm William Tenholder. I've been playing for over 50 years and have won thousands of games around the world. This is a good look at some endgame strategy. We often look at, especially in all of the Blitz tournaments, they're over so fast. But the regular chess, we get into the endgame. And so I'm going to go through this quickly. This is a very informative. You may be in this position one day, and the king. The black king, in this case, is behind the pawn, and that's not the best way to promote the pawn. The best would have been for the black king to be ahead in some way. So now we see how this progresses. The black king is somewhat kind of stuck back there with the bishop move, and let's see what they do. So they're going to go after the pawn on e3 with the king. But really their eyes are on the c3 pawn. Okay, so let's see how this goes. It's going to be quick. King moves up, opposes the king. King cannot move out to the f file at all at this point. So it only has a few, really, it's blocked by the bishop. It's blocked by the knight. The bishop has the e file. The king has the f file. King must move. Okay, so now it has a chance at the c3 pawn. Well, what's the response to that? Great. We'll just protect it. And now the bishop is in control of this game, and with that move. So we'll see how they respond. Take the pawn. The bishop locks in a winning game here. With a check on the king, king has to move. The other king moves in, and this is the beginning of the end for black, because this is a locked-in position. The king can't take anything. So their response, try to get into the center, but there's nothing the king can do here. So you see this position. Remember this, these two pawns and that bishop, so strong, especially that bishop locked in with the pawn on c3. So here we go. We'll move along quickly here. King moves into position. King has to move out. King moves into position to kick that king out of there. Don't let him back in. So what do? King comes back in. White king takes the pawn. Nothing they can do about it. King has to move out, has no other moves. Their pawns are blocked. So they continue, and we continue. King takes another pawn. Beginning of the end in this game. By taking control, king has to move back. And you can see how this is all working out. King in position to take the other pawn. King moves up. King cannot take anything, can't do anything. It's just, now at this point, the king is hoping for a possible, what we call a draw. If the king gets into a stalemated position, and this is the main lesson here, is you could be in a great advantage position, but you cannot allow the king to be in a position where it cannot move. If the king is not under check and it cannot move, that's a stalemate and that's a draw. And so you want to avoid that. And this is what we do for the rest of the game. So the rest of the game is to avoid that. King moves back, pawn up, and we go through this quickly. We can see the king is futile there. The pawn is going to get to the end. No problem. The king is at this point just looking for a draw. So next, king supporting the pawn. King moves back, can't do anything there because of the bishop. Now the bishop says, well, go ahead and take my pawn. King takes. So now we have a queen with the promoted pawn. And now we have queen and bishop and king. Let's see them work together. This takes a little bit of time to corral this king without getting into a... see, we're just trying to avoid the stalemate here. We know we can win this game. And at this point, there's time pressure, obviously. There may be only a minute left on the clock. So we have to move quickly here. King moves. King moves. Just corralling this king into the right position. So now, queen check. King moves. King moves. And that's setting up a checkmate. And that is it. So, king is under check. It cannot move because of the opposing king. We have a checkmate without a stalemate. So that's the point of this one. I hope you enjoyed this. For beginners and intermediates, just watch out for that stalemate. And yeah, cleverly get your checkmate. Happy hunting out there. Happy chess. Have a good day.